Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, dear Skra. How's it going? It's your boy, one and only, the leader of Skra 030 Eroktic, and today is a very special day because there is a world premiere from the Ubisoft. They're hyping this event up for the last 24 hours or some shit. I do not know what to expect. This is going to be my reaction on the live stream. There are two possibilities what they can announce. They can maybe announce or both games or none of those games that I'm expecting. I'm expecting to see The Division Heartlands, to be completely honest with you. They already did, I mean, other people leaked already that it is going to be the upcoming The Division game that is going to be free to play, and they are pretty much revamping the survival mode. The mode that used to be in the Division 1. Or they're gonna reveal their brand new Call of Duty style of a game in the Rainbow Six Siege universe. I do not know what to expect, but my question is, are you ready? Because I'm not. Okay, dude. Everyone is suspecting on and trying to predict so many different games, man. Tom Clancy Pro Skater, Heartlands, First Person Splinter Cell, Valorant Siege. The chat is memeing the hell up, man. And by the way, I do not know why, but this music reminds me of Unreal Tournament. Just listen to it. Right? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Division.
We're excited to share a first look at a project we're developing at Ubisoft San Francisco. This is our take on a multiplayer first-person shooter.
We need to get you in early and find out what you think.
Our goal is to make a best-in-class shooter for you, the players, to compete
and have fun with your friends.
It's fast-paced firefights.
It's free to play.
Mosh pit.
And it is available right now.
Tom Clancy's XDefiant.
XDefiant.
It's essential to help us make this game great.
Later in this video, we'll tell you how to get involved.
But first, we'll get into the action.
This is a free-to-play, high-octane shooter
I knew it.
combining realistic gunplay with personalized classes.
Those classes are represented in our game as factions, each bringing unique gameplay and team dynamics. Every
So
faction
it has classes.
is equipped with traits, abilities, and an ultra to complement
Cleaners,
the style
Echelon,
and the faction's
support.
role. Used skillfully, each faction
Outcast healer.
swinging the momentum of a match. Our factions are at the heart of the game.
Okay.
They're inspired by maverick groups from across Tom Clancy's games and beyond. From this inspiration, we created new characters and gameplay unique, and will continue to add to this diverse cast as the game evolves.
Now, while factions help you define your role, we know to be a great shooter, the gunplay has to be our top priority.
Let me see.
We have an ever-growing arsenal of authentic weapons and attachments.
I'm Tarkov player, dude.
A lot of care into how our weapons look and feel.
Okay.
Crafted every weapon attachment for precise,
Oh.
satisfying gunplay.
It feels like Far Cry multiplayer. Do you remember that Far Cry 5 multiplayer? That's how it looks like.
Any faction and weapon loadout, you can swap at respawn to adapt to a changing
I
battle.
don't like the animations on the first person
Personalize your
shooting.
faction and loadout to be what you need when you need it.
And I can't stress this hard enough. We are a shooter first.
And your abilities and ultras create unique opportunities to set up nail-biting shootouts and unforgettable clutch plays.
Valorant.
Personalizing classes, guns,
Okay, this is gonna be OP.
in a fast-paced fight is a whole new experience in Tom Clancy gaming.
We are super stoked by what we've accomplished so far.
And I couldn't be more proud of our incredible team. We want to personally thank everyone that's worked so hard during the pandemic to keep the momentum going on this game.
We understand
Still
that
Team Fortress, man.
we hope that we can build a community that's a place where people can connect and have fun.
And we're committed to creating a welcoming game based on fair play and transparency, whether you're playing casually or pushing yourself competitively.
Or cheating.
The game's still in early development, but we're gearing up to let you in as soon as possible. So register right now to participate in our early rollout phases.
Thank you so much for watching. We really want your input, so please reach out to us on social media.
It has AK. I saw AK. That's it. It is going to be free to play. It's Ubisoft game. I don't know, man. Oh, it has more?
Y'all, you just got the first look at Tom Clancy's XDefiant. Players anywhere in the world right now can head to playxdefiant.com to sign up for a chance to play early. And PC players in the US and Canada can start playing.
Nope, it does not have more.
5th. But until then,
Now they're gonna talk about it, I guess.
Game. I'm joined by two very special guests. Kim Wigand, producer on Tom Clancy's XDefiant. Kim, how are you?
XDefiant. It looks like there is a lot of borrowed assets and animations and everything from pretty much all of their games, man. And I felt and The Division and Far Cry, that first-person shooting.
I want to get into some of the details because this is a new look for Tom Clancy. Can you tell us a little bit more about this direction?
Yeah, you know, so we wanted to make a game that had at its core a strong expectation of quality around gameplay. So, you know, movement, aiming, shooting, etc. All needed to feel grounded and realistic.
Have they tried Tarkov?
But also smooth and reactive. And we felt that that matched up really well with the Clancy universe. But
no, you placed Tom Clancy so you can sell it better.
On the attitude that is, I would say, normally associated with Clancy. And I think you can even see that in our title. You know, the XDefiant logo is really in a kind of irreverent and rebellious take that we think flips the normally serious Clancy vibe.
So tell us a little bit about what kind of game XDefiant is.
At its core, XDefiant is a really fast-paced arena shooter with a reasonably fast time to kill. It should be very familiar to all players of the genre. And so you can, you know, jump in quickly alone or with friends. You can go into it with a very competitive mindset and, you know, really test yourself on that front. You know, one of the number one things that I want to say about the team and the game is that we're just here really to make a game that people enjoy playing. And that's it, really. It's literally that simple.
Competitive games are not the funnest one to play, to be honest. But okay.
Be very humble and focus on being.
You can smell the sweat through the fucking screen,
have
dude.
them be involved in evolving the game. I don't think we want to have any features or parts of the game that we won't talk about with our community. And there's no, well, maybe the next game will have those improvements, as we want this game to last for years. We are not going to abandon it and go off and make another game after this one launches. We want to be dedicated
Dude,
to our
same fucking PR statements.
but we hope
Every single Ubisoft game.
us enough to know that we will always own up to those, and we will always work to fix them as fast as possible. Because again, at the end of the day, we just want to build a game and a community that people really want to be a part of.
That's great to hear, Mark. It has me very excited. Now, I want to get a little bit into gameplay, specifically that
Scripted, by the way.
Saw. Kim, we got to look at some factions that are coming to the game. Can you tell us a little bit more about them?
Factions. Can you tell us about skins,
So our
please?
factions are our class-based gameplay, and we have 4 factions that we're showing off currently. The first is the Wolves from Ghost Recon. This is our tank class, so they have higher health than the other factions, and they have abilities that are shield-based. We also have
Oh,
two
you're
factions
moving
that
and you
are
still have a
First is
shield
the
on.
Cleaners, our fire-based high DPS assault class, and we have the Outcasts, which is our healing faction. And finally, we have the Echelon, which is from Splinter Cell. It's our support faction. They are all about hiding information from the enemies and giving more information to your teammates.
Man,
Now, our
it is
factions
just so
have
cringe
three
that
elements.
AAA company
They have
has
passive
such a
traits, they have an ultra, and they have the freedom to choose from a number of different abilities.
2010s
that will change
animations
the
for the
moment-to-moment
FPS.
gameplay.
You know,
So on top of all this, we also have Defiance.
I
which
was
is
really
our
hoping that
character
Tarkov is gonna
within
push
those
things on the
factions.
next level with
And
animations,
Defiant
but I
has
guess
a
not.
set of skins, so you can really customize what your character looks like when you play. Now, all of these, your Defiance, your faction
There you go,
abilities,
skins.
your loadouts, all of that can
Da-da.
be adjusted and changed when you respawn in our game. So you are not committed to a loadout as soon as you go into a match. You can change it pretty much every time you respawn. Now, this adds a lot of depth to our gameplay, but I should mention that gunplay is still the key. That is what will make or break the win or loss for your match. And I think the final note is we're going to continue to add to this roster of factions, defiance, abilities, loadouts, and we really want to hear from you all, the people who are going to play our game, what you want to see.
Oh, Kim, that's so great.
I want to see more PvE if that is possible.
Mark, I want to ask you now. Tell us a little bit about the different
Shots
maps
in
and
the Division, by the way.
to XDefiant.
Yeah, I can give you some details too. But let me first talk about the maps because I love what our team has done. I really love our maps.
Let me guess.
Not
Four
only do they play really
four
well,
maps in the beginning.
but each map is interesting and full of character. They are all really unique and beautiful locations. And I think this is an area where our Snowdrop engine really shines. And as we start seeing all of the maps for launch and beyond, I think you'll see that we're pulling inspiration from many different games, pretty much in the same way we did with our factions. Now for some
So they took
details.
main POEs
Upcoming
from different
closed
games.
Test, we're going to have 10 maps available.
10, okay.
Into 7 standard arena maps and
That's a
3
lot.
linear maps. And then
Okay.
for modes, we'll have 3 different modes for arena maps. That's domination, ringleader, and upload.
So they're ready
And
to
then for
release.
the linear maps, we have 2 modes, escort and zone control. So we wanted our
Wow,
first
okay.
modes to be very familiar to people, but also show that we can play with the formulas. And so we picked these modes to give players, a variety of gameplay styles. So we have a mode for people who like objectives. We have a mode for people who like a TDM style of play.
Dude,
We have a
10
mode for
maps
people who want a more
with different
competitive,
modes.
higher risk style of play, as well as the 2 linear modes for people who like a more progression style of gameplay.
What?
It's our hope.
They're talking about like a rush from
A
Battlefield.
good amount of variety in both maps and modes. And we plan on bringing new maps and modes on a regular basis throughout the life of the game.
Interesting.
That's awesome.
So they just need polishing and a little bit more of a rebalance
And factions
before
maps,
they
modes,
release it.
all anchored by good gunplay. That's what I love to hear. Kim,
Good
tell us a
gunplay,
little bit
by
about
the way.
team that's making the game.
Of course, I love talking about our development team. So we are led by the Ubisoft San Francisco studio. Mark and I both work at that studio, and we have a team with just incredibly diverse backgrounds and experiences in game development. Now, we've built this team of industry veterans, and we have a lot of experience in making first-person shooters. But on top of that, we have a number
Like
of
the
production
question is,
processes that
why would I play
that get this game
XDefiant
to a point
over
that we're really proud of.
Valorant?
So we have
Why would I play XDefiant
feedback,
over
loops,
Overwatch?
iterations
Why would I
every
play
week.
XDefiant over
We play our game
Warzone?
every single day.
Why would
and
I
it's so
play
fun.
XDefiant over
And it's just helping
insert
us find
any
the fun
game
and
out
really
there?
emphasize that as
What
much
is
as
so
we can.
special about this game?
Now, I
What
really
does
wanna
this
shout
game
out
have that
studios
others
all
don't?
around the world.
You
It's
know?
not just Ubisoft San Francisco. We have tons of other studios helping us out, and a big thank you to them. We could not get this far without you guys. And
I
we
kind of don't see this
love the journey
game
so
to
far,
be
and we're really
too
excited to see
successful,
where
to
this
be honest.
goes moving forward. So we've worked really hard on this game. We're really proud of it. We think it's really special in the first-person shooter genre, and we can't wait to continue building it with you all.
Oh, that's awesome. I
The
personally
only thing that is gonna keep this game alive is free-to-play
get your
aspect.
hands on it
Especially
to playxdefiant.com and register for
they're gonna release the game on like multiple consoles soon.
August 5th and is open to PC players in the US and Canada. Head there right now.
US and Canada. Guess who will not play XDefiant in the closed beta, dude? Oh, RIP EU, man. RIP Russo, man. Is that it? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Sure. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna try. I mean, I'm gonna try it out, okay? I'm gonna try it out. Am I hyped? I don't know. Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, see you soon. 030 out.